Alright, yo, no clever intro. This is, as it stated, an initial hands-on review. It started as just my initial quick hands-on review, but in the meantime, between editing and getting to this point, my wife wanted to play this game so much that we ended up playing all day, and I got more time on it, more hands-on, and more like comparisons and more feel for the game, which is actually better for this video. So this doesn't happen very often. I'm kind of excited about this one. First off, as the thumbnail suggests, 7 years late. This game is not new. Apparently it came out on Steam in 2015 and has had a life there. I don't know if it just got added to the PlayStation Now or if I just didn't see it in there before, but I discovered this on PlayStation Now, and if you like dungeon crawling, then stick around. If you're not into the dungeon crawling type of gameplay, then this is probably not the game for you. So thanks for getting this far, but keep watching if you want to. Otherwise, I'm going to get into the game. So this is a surprise hit. It's an indie game. It's a Bulgarian studio. If you could just imagine for a moment Diablo, Bloodborne, classic metal influences from, you know, the early days of metal, and then just, you know, your typical loot grind, and that's what we're looking at here. This is called Victor Vran, or Victor Vran. I say Vran because it sounds better and is easier to say, and probably closer to like how it would be pronounced. Anyway, they say the name in the game. I don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry. As far as the gameplay goes, I do know what I'm talking about though. And right off the bat, like co-op, on the couch, local co-op. This is always a big key for me. Like I said, I ended up playing this game the entire day. Because my wife was like, "Yo, I want to play this game," and the game is really good. I don't even know where to start. Look, wall jumping. The maneuverability in this game is spot on. It's got all your typical Diablo dungeon crawling. You know, every aspect that you would expect from that type of game, it is here. However, it is very, like, every part of the game feels like Bloodborne. As far as the influence goes, the aesthetic, the whole, like, hunters of, you know, mythical monster creatures and things like that, like, it feels to me like somebody took Diablo and Bloodborne and sort of mixed the two together and made this great loot grind game. Again, it's not like super in depth, it's not brand new, but it has everything you would want. And it's been non-stop fun so far. And in typical fashion, it has built-in ways to enhance the playability. There are ways to make it more challenging and more rewarding. There is plenty to do so far in this game. I was not expecting it at all. First of all, anytime a game has, you know, a very dated-looking cover and is on PlayStation Now, and I've never heard of it. I don't play games on PC, but I am a gamer, and I usually keep up with what is a good game on all consoles, you know, people talking about it and whatnot. And this one has somehow gone under my radar for the last, you know, 7 years or so. And that happens, whatever. Here it is. Like I said, I found it on PlayStation Now. I have the subscription, and so it didn't cost me anything extra to buy it. And because I downloaded it, I can't tell you what it cost. I could look it up, but you can also look it up. So if you're interested in buying it, it can't be more than $15. It's already an indie game. So if it's $15 to $20 and you're into dungeon crawling and co-op, then go for it. But basically, you've got your leveling up, you've got your weapon grinds, melee and ranged, you've got power up. Yeah, I mean, if you've played a dungeon crawling game, then you know what you're getting into, because you absolutely have all of the aspects of that. And then as you progress, you unlock more features and more things you can do, and you grind for loot, and you get better power-ups and better, you know, there's a card system that gives you like your perks. So, you know, you just typical RPG, action RPG, dungeon crawling, isometric, that sort of thing. The combat is really fun. Sometimes, like, I've played a lot of Diablo in my days, and it's very, like, it gets boring really quick. Like, you have, like, you know, 4 moves you use, and you kind of, like, figure out your flow, and then you just, like, do that for the rest of the game. This is, you know, it's similar, but, like, it varies things up enough that, like, it kind of forces you to change things up, or things are really cool and you just want to try something different. So it so far feels less boring than a Diablo. Like, if at the time of this video, Diablo 2 like the remake of Diablo 2 just came out, and I have no desire to buy it. I love Diablo. I've been playing Diablo since it came out, when it was on, you know, PC back in the early days, but, like, I have no desire to buy a remake of Diablo 2 and play that again. But this, I found this, and, like, I don't know if it's the gameplay, if it's the aesthetic, if there's something just because it's different and fresh that drew me to it. I don't know, but it's been fun, and it's really good. All the gameplay's solid. I have not run into any major issues yet. Like I said, the game is 7 years old. It's apparently released, like I said, on Steam in 2015. So it's had a long time to get polished if it had any problems. It looks dated as far as, like, the graphics on the still images, and, like I said, the cover. I don't know. There's something about it that looks a little bit dated, so it makes it feel indie. Like, where it says the name, the title, and, like, the actual cover, that looks like it's an old PlayStation 2 cover. And I think that does a disservice to the game itself, because you may not want to check it out. And, like I said, I don't know if they just added it, or if it's been on there and I just passed it up because it looked cheap and not that great. But my wife was the one who actually read the description and was like, hey, what's this? And was looking for something for us to play together. And, you know, I was like, I don't know, it looks cool. Go ahead, download it and let's see. And sure enough, I mean, within minutes, we were, you know, hooked. So if you, like me, are in the position where you're looking for a game to play with your significant other, this is a great one. This is a great pick it up, put it down, hop in, hop out, you know, nothing invested, but probably will draw you in for quite a bit of time. And it's fun. And like I said, it's 2 to 4 players. You can play online multiplayer with other people, so if you have the ability to play with other people who have it, then it allows that. Otherwise, like I said, it's your typical dungeon crawling loot fest with a sort of Bloodborne aesthetic, and it has the narrator, like the funny narrator. It's not like a Biomutant where he's just always talking. He only talks when it's, like, needed and appropriate, and it works really well. The humor is very it's my style. I love it. Like, it reminds me of, like, you know, Fable, Biomutant. It's got that, I guess you would say, European style of humor to it, that when it's, like, westernized is really, or not westernized, but Americanized, like, you know, put into a video game scenario like this or something. It works really well. I really like it. It just, I don't know the juxtaposition of, like, the narrator and the situation, the way he's very snarky. Your main character also has his own voice. It's a little weird. Basically, you're just, like, to me it sounds like you're Batman, like trying to be Batman. Everything's very like, oh, justice will come in the night. We will serve, you know, we will serve you, my queen, for the purpose of the moon's justice. Feel my wrath. Like, it's a very Batman, like, okay, dude, chill out. So, but it's fun. It works, and the combat, like I said, is really great. The combination of powers and weapons, like, the different types of melee weapons all have their own set of powers. You basically, like, you know, you have your triangle, circle, square. Square's basic. Triangle is more of a, like, heavy, concentrated. And then circle is sort of your, like, group area of effect attack. And then you have your specials when they, you know, get up. And then your perks and your weapons and all that can do various additional things. And you have challenges through the levels. You have goals you're trying to achieve. You're trying to level up. You can, like, you know, get different things that you can, like, transmutate and not really craft, but combine. Like, again, all the typical things you would find in a dungeon crawler are thus far in this game. And it's just presented in a way that's, like, really fun and cool. And it is, like, solid. It plays like a solid game. Like, it doesn't feel like an indie game at all. Like, I was immediately surprised how good this game was and how I didn't know about it. Considering how old it was. Like, I looked it up to see, like, well, when did this game come out? And sure enough, it was 2015. I'm like, what? How is, you know, I mean, for me, it's been a pretty weird, crazy ride since 2012. So, like, personally, that's probably why I haven't been super focused on, like, everything. But, like, this is a game that should have way more players and attention. And it probably does in a community on Steam. But as far as, like, being on a console, like, if you have PlayStation Now, I suggest downloading this game. With the theme and the timing right now, it's October. Halloween's about to come up. And so if you're looking for something Halloween themed, here you go. You're looking for something to play on the couch with your lover, your significant other, your girlfriend, your mistress, your kids, your cousins, whatever the case. I suggest this one. It's really fun. And like I said, nothing deep or investing. Like, you just hop in, hop out, and grind it out. Victor Vran. Great little indie gem. Another co-op sleeper hit. Check it out. If you don't have PlayStation Plus, when I bought it, it was $60 for a year. Totally worth it. That's my piece. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye! What are you waiting for? Subscribe, bitch.